Hey everyone, welcome back to another Godzilla Battle Line video, and today I got a two-parter for you. First part, we are going over some of the information that I missed in our last studio mode update, okay, so this is going to be like a continuation to that. Second part, talking about how free-to-play friendly studio mode really is, and how pay-to-win friendly it really is, and I give you a spoiler right now, it ain't either, alright, so first, let me talk about what we missed, okay, in the last one. Number one, studio mode emojis, right? I missed the red one, right? So there's a red, orange, green, blue, purple, and I think I hypothesized it in the first video. This one I'm just coming in to confirm it does affect your win rate. So far, we really don't know entirely what is contributing to a W in studio mode, but we can say without a doubt that the moods of your monsters affects not only your rewards, but your win rate, okay? So the red being the best it can be, then orange, then not yellow, red, orange, green, blue, purple. That is the order that is best to worst, okay? Next, on your screen, you see where it says studio mode? If your studio mode has a red banner or a red billboard over it with some writing, some Japanese writing, I don't know what it says myself, but if there's a red banner on your studio mode image, that means your studio mode is ready to watch. Your showdown is ready to watch. So there's no push notifications in this game, unfortunately, as of this video going live, for your showdowns being done. But if you're in game and you see that pop up, go check it out, go claim it, it's done. Next, and this is a big one, and this is determining the second half of this video for sure. Not the emojis, I clicked the wrong thing. These rewards. In studio mode, there are G materials and statues locked behind fans. We didn't know what the fans were doing before in the last video. Now we know what the fans are for. The fans are an arbitrary lock for rewards. 30,000 fans on one unit is going to get you a statue of that unit. 50,000 fans of a unit is going to get you a G material. There are 33 at the moment that this video goes live, and I'm assuming as the more units that get added, the more this is going to be in the game. 33 characters that you can use in studio mode. No vehicles, no spells, right? And I think the Kamakuras Swarm is out. It's just regular Kamakuras. That means 33 GMATs. That is a lot, okay? I'm going to go over in the second half of this video, which is starting like in a second, exactly how much it costs in not only your time, but in gems and dollars it would take for you to do this. A lot of people are saying that this mode is pay to win. I personally don't think that's entirely fair statement. It's definitely pay to progress, but it's not pay to win friendly. And if someone is going to pay what they would need to pay to max out the studio mode, they were going to beat you regardless, right? So let's get into it. I'm going to break down all of this math. I'm like itching my nose. Scuffed video, but I'm going to break down all this math that we figured out over the weekend, and this isn't just coming from me, this isn't just coming from Wales, this is coming from free-to-play players as well, who are sending me patterns and what they're noticing, and basically in a community effort overall to figure out exactly what the fuck is going on with this mode. So, that being said, it takes you 3,688 star points to go from levels 1 to 20 for any character, providing you already have your studio at level 8. It takes 1 from 20 to go up those levels. Another thing, in the studio mode, your characters can only level double whatever their arena rank is. So to achieve level 20 in studio mode, which is the max studio mode level at the time of recording, we already know that 30 is the max period, right? It can go up to level 30, but at the time this video goes live, 30 is not available. 20 is the maximum that we can hit at this time. Your character, your unit, whatever, has to be level 10, minimum. Okay, so if your character is level 8, the highest you're going is 16. Your character is level 10, the highest you're going is 20. Your character is level 15, the highest they're going is 30. You need level 20 to achieve the final skins for most of these characters. I think the only other character that has a skin that's not 20 is Terrestrius, and it is at level 15, but at level 20 you would be getting Ultima skin, so it's like a 2-for-1. Right? That out of the way. Transparency's sake, I spent $150 in studio mode the first day it dropped. If you watched my videos, you know that I did this, okay? It took me $100 just to go from levels 1 to 8. And then that was roughly 2,000 or 27,000 or 28,000 XP. You can check right here. I have spent so far a total of 31,000 XP in studio mode, but it took me about 27 or 28,000 to get from levels 1 to 8 and then hit 20, right? So probably somewhere between 26 and 28,000 is the maximum amount of XP you need to go to level 8. And then to take a character from 1 to 20 is like $50. And I have math on that later. So $150 to go to level 8 and take a unit to max. Getting to level 8, in my opinion, is the biggest hurdle. That's going to take you the most amount of time, and that's the minimum level you need to acquire the skins, right? So, that out of the way. Let's hit some of this math again. Refresher, 3,688 star points is to go from levels 1 to 20, providing you already have level 8 unlocked in your studio level. 3,688 divided by 80, 80 is the average star point gain per battle, is 46.1 battles. 46.1 divided by 3, which is the average amount of showdowns you're doing a day. If you're on top of your shit and you're doing every single showdown, you can do 3 a day, is 15.3. So it's going to take you about 15 days, maybe a little bit more, to go take one unit from 1 to 20 if you just save up your star points. Players can take 2 units to level 20 every month for free. 1 unit every 15 days. If you're on top of it, if you're on top of your refreshes, if you're maybe coring out a little bit here and there, finishing up the showdowns early, you can max 2 units for free every month. Okay? Providing you're already level 8, and if you're not, this is all going to go towards getting you to level 8. So, if you wanted to rush it, 46 times 120 gems for an instant finish, right? Now, the gems fluctuate. You know, if you start the showdown and you instantly hit it, it's going to be 120. If you wait a minute, it's going to be 114. The amount of gems it takes to finish a studio mode is dependent on how much time is left. So you can wait a little bit and then core. You don't have to drop it at 120, but 120 is the maximum that it'll let you spend to core out a showdown. So 46 times 20, 120. That is 5,520 gems. I gotta itch my nose again. I got like, I don't know what's going on, dust or something, like right at my nostrils. 5,520 gems is going to be around $45 worth of gem value. So odds are you're just going to go and buy the $50 gem pack. It doesn't really make any sense to get the 220 packs and then the 10 or 220 packs and like 2 5s or whatever. You're probably just going to end up getting the 50 pack or the $100 pack. There you go. 5,520 gems to take 1 unit. All right. So it takes 50,000 fans to get 1 G material. Okay. Right? The average fan gain is about 150 fans per battle. Maybe 105. We're going with 150 for this. 50,000 divided by 150 is 333. That is 333 total showdowns. Okay? So now, 333 showdowns times 120, which is the gems like we just discussed, is going to be 39,960 gems. To take 1 unit from 0 fans to 50,000 fans is roughly $300, right? Give or take some, because you know you do the $100 bundle 3 times and it's gonna give you some extra gems and stuff like that. Roughly anywhere between $300 to $400 to go from 1 unit from 0 to 50. It's 50k. So I'm not going to even do the math for all 33 characters. You can do that yourself. And you come back to me with that information. I have it, but it's a lot. All right. To max out 1 character entirely, level 20 at this point, and 50k fans, it's going to be about $350 times 33. There's 33 characters. You do that, right? It's a lot. All studio unit levels 20. Okay, yeah, I was reading this. Wasn't sure if I should include this or not because I thought I might have gone over this. No, I didn't. Listen to this. All units at studio level 20 grant a 13% gold boost in arena. Now, my wording of that is a little bit wrong. I'm not saying that, oh, I have 1 character at 20. He's giving me a 13% boost. My boost right now is 1.6%. And the percent goes up by 0.2% every time you rank up a character in studio mode. Okay? As you can see, I have 1, 2, 3 characters at 20, and then I have Godzilla at 11. He's my next. and then I have Ultraman at 8, and then he's as far as I can take him, and then I have Gigan at 7. I could take him, I think, maybe to level 16 or 18, I think, right? When you level them, you're going to get 0.2% increase to your gold bonus, and that's going to help you out in the arena. So if you max every single one of these guys out, it's a 13% bonus to your gold in the arena. That's not a joke. That's a lot of gold, right? So, oh Lord, it is a lot. So, do I think it is worth it now to spend that much money in studio mode? Personally, if you think it's worth it, then go for it and spend what you need. Get a character up, get all the characters up. It doesn't matter to me. What I want to talk about is a lot of people say it's pay to win. Yes, you are paying to win some G materials. There's 33 G materials, the most coveted material in the game. To get to that point, though, it's about, what did I say it was? $300 to achieve 50,000 fans when we've now bought last season a G material for 50. So if you think a G material, 1, is worth $300, go for it. Go nuts. Go unlock whatever you want. And I will never stop you from spending. Anyone, right? I just want the players who say that this is a pay-to-win scheme and is going to separate the gap from the whales and the players. I'm going to tell you point blank, if the whales are spending that much money regardless, you were never going to catch up, right? That's just a fact of any game. And this game is probably the most free-to-play friendly game I've ever played, right? I play Marvel Strike Force. Every time a new character comes out, they have enough offers for you to max out a specific character. You cannot do that in Battleline. If you watched yesterday's or 2 days ago's video, you saw what I put into Ultraman and didn't get him. If I put that money into Marvel Strike Force, I would have a maxed out unit, maxed gear, maxed levels, maxed stars, everything. Everything for less than that. This game is not pay to win friendly. If the players are going to pay the amount that they need to pay to get where they need to go, they're going to beat you no matter what game you're playing. It's not because Battleline is geared towards pay to win. The boxes in this game just suck, right? Everyone's getting fucked by the boxes in this game. Literally everyone in this game is getting fucked by the same boxes, and everyone has the same amount of opportunity to unlock characters. But obviously you can pay for more unlocks, but because of the RNG nature of literally every single thing in this game except for studio mode, it makes it incredibly difficult to pay to win in this game, because most times the pay to win just feels like a pay to feel bad, right? That being said, studio mode is the first time in Battleline where you can specifically target farm a character. You can, like I did with Ultima on day 1, I took Ultima from 1 to 20, and look at the bonuses I received. 1.8% damage boost, I'm getting like 100 extra damage on my Ultima. Wow. 0.6% movement speed, which just makes it more difficult for me to evolve Ultima, because now he's moving a little bit faster. And I have 0.6% HP, which helps, my Terrestrius out in the beginning of a match when he's trying to heal and keeps him alive a little bit longer, but that movement speed is going to get me into the fight faster, and I don't want that, right? Not all characters' stats are built the same. Some are more spec'd into HP. I believe Anguirus has a higher HP pull than Ultima does. But the stats are negligible. The stats aren't helping the pay-to-win players. The pay-to-win players, if you're paying to win in studio mode, you're paying to get your G materials. And we've all seen that the G materials can be acquired for a lot less. And it's not like they're locked. It's going to take a long, long time. But free-to-play players can also achieve these goals. And like I said in my studio mode video, I believe that this is endgame content. I believe studio mode is the beginning of true endgame content. Now, whether they make it easier to acquire things later down the line or not, we don't know. But this is the endgame. Getting these G materials is like a late game thing. You're going to have to put a lot of time and a lot of hours into this. And if you grind out your studio mode 3 times a day every day, you'll get them eventually, right? And that's just focusing in on one character. But you get a character level 20 and you just use them over and over and over for battles with their bonuses and stuff. You'll acquire star rank pretty fast. It's the fans that takes a while. So, is the mode free to play friendly? A little. I mean, you can max 2 units a month. You do this for 12 months a year. You're maxing out 24 characters. There's 33 now, and the pool of characters can keep growing and growing and growing every month. So it's definitely easier than I thought it was going to be for free-to-play players to get max units, but it's going to become more tedious to keep pulling these characters and upgrading them the more characters that get added. For pay-to-win players, for pay-to-play players, is studio mode worth it? In my opinion, after spending, I've probably spent now at least $200 in this mode at the minimum. I don't know. I don't think so. I think what you're probably best off doing is getting your units to 20, get the meta units that you want to 20, get your leader to 20. I'm doing that for Godzilla G89. He's the next unit I'm taking to 20, so I have the leader bonuses on him. Ultima is my boy. I had to take him to 20. Batra is just too good not to take to 20, and then I wanted the Poop Manila skin, so I took him to 20, right? Do your leader. Take them to 20. Do the units that you have highest level that you use all the time, right? I use Ultimate every deck pretty much. I'm taking him to 20. It's a no-brainer. And then go for the characters that have skins. If a character isn't in your deck and doesn't have a skin, in my opinion, they're probably not worth putting the time into, like Rodan. At this point in time, Rodan is like a mid unit. He's not meta or anything. He doesn't have a skin. He's not a leader, and he's not really like an insane character. I wouldn't be investing in Rodan, right? I'm going to invest in characters that I want to invest in, but I can make a video on that later on in life. But I just wanted to put it out there that I don't think that studio mode is as pay-to-win friendly as a lot of players are suggesting, and I don't think the gap between whales and free-to-play is growing an insane amount. Obviously, yes, it's growing. If you choose to, you could get 33 G materials this month just from this mode. That is a substantial number. That is not a fucking joke. That is a lot. Especially if another unit like Ultraman comes along and you can pump G materials into them. Insane, right? But the amount of people that are going to be doing something like that is 0.1% of the player base, literally, right? It's just not a feasible thing for most people to do that. So, wanted to make it clear. Do I think this is furthering the gap? Yes. I don't think it's by much, because like I said earlier, the stat bonuses are not incredible. My ult was getting a 1.8% boost. If my ult was getting like a 5% boost, we'd be having problems. He's not. 1.8% boost, 0.6% to health and speed. Not amazing. It's not really changing my battles at all. If I'm going to lose the battle, I'm losing the battle anyway. If I was going to win the battle, I'm winning the battle anyway. There's really not a lot that makes a difference for, right? So, that being said, I'll hop off my soapbox for you guys, but that's my thoughts on the studio mode and how much it's going to take you to progress it. I'm a big fan of it so far. Let me know if you guys are too. I don't really think it's entirely pay to win, but I think it is definitely pay to progress. And if you're going to be paying this much anyway, you're probably going to be ahead of everyone regardless. So that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you all so much for watching. I will catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye.